Now to a fast story, KCB Group says that it is expecting final feedback from the Central Bank of Kenya regarding its risk pricing model by the 31st of March. The group CEO, Joshua Igara, says that whereas this will be the pivotal for the group's earning profile in 2022, it is unlikely to result in pricing that is drastically different from what prevails in the market presently, and the average interest rate is bound to trend where it is presently. Rukia Bule brings us their details.
Pricing of credit in the post-rate cap regime has been a matter of intense interest, with banks submitting their proposed pricing models to the market regulator for approval. KCB Group says that it should be receiving final approval of its proposed model from the CBK by the end of this quarter.
It's been a discussion back and forth on a number of areas that they were concerned about. And our view has been that those issues have now been resolved or provided feedback. I do expect that any time now in this quarter that we should have final feedback about the pricing model for us. But also the pricing model is not going to change dramatically how you see pricing in the market. What it does, it differentiates different customers based on their own risk profile. And in the neighborhood, if we look at the overall average, I think prices, in my view, will remain overall where they are today.
Oigara says KCB Group will be getting back to talks of a possible acquisition in Tanzania within the second half of 2022, following the cancellation of the earlier proposed acquisition of ABC Bank in the fourth quarter of 2021. KCB Group had sought to acquire 100% stake in ABC Bank in Tanzania.
We are always taking opportunities. So in Tanzania, definitely. So we still have conversations in Tanzania, to progress, the conversation we had, not with the Bank ABC, but then we're also looking at other markets, for instance, the DRC. That market will always remain an opportunity, and also opening up, perhaps in the coming year, areas like in the market of Ethiopia. So those areas will continue to remain.
KCB Group also hopes to conclude its engagement with minority shareholders of BPR in Rwanda by the close of the second quarter of this year, as it looks to accelerate the consolidation of the new acquisition with KCB Rwanda.
We do believe that by the time we come to June, those who are willing to be able to sell their shares, they're able to. And those that want to remain, they will actually be able to have their shares remaining. So, but by consolidating the two banks, what happens is that the shareholding is diluted. Yeah, today, they are more like, 23%. This will come less than 10%.
Oigara says the KCB Group is cautiously optimistic about 2022, given the lurking risks of COVID-19 and the general election. Rukia Bule, NTV.